Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are playing Spaceflight Simulator. It's a very cool game. Don't worry about these worlds. It's a very cool game. Like, actually. It's a game where you get to build a rocket. Don't worry about that. It's a game where you get to build a rocket and go to space. So, today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to land on the moon. So you're going to start by taking the biggest weight. I need to check something. Okay. I also have infinite build area on, but for this video, turn it off. So you're going to take the biggest fuel tank possible with 20 tons of mass and 2 tons of mass, just the tank, and 18 more tons of mass in the liquid fuel. So we're going to take 5 of these, connect them by stacking them. Oh. Okay, so we have 5. Now we're going to take these little these little side separators, put it right there, and then center that, and place 3 more, and do the same thing on the other side. Now we're going to go down here, and we're going to take this Hawk engine, and we're going to put 1 on each of these fuel tanks. Then we're going to take these aerodynamic nose cones, the ones that point up, not the ones that are like the side like that. Now we're going to go up here and take one of these stage separators. Now we're going to click on this, and we're going to press engines. And we're going to take one of these Frontier engines and put it right here. Not connect it, 1 above. Then we're going to go to basics, take the biggest fuel tank and build 2. Then take another stage separator. Now use a Valiant, not a Valiant engine. Use a Calibri engine, place it 1 above. Take the biggest fuel tank, place it there. And that now, what we're going to do, we're going to place a capsule right here. Since we're not landing on anything with an atmosphere, we don't need a heat shield or a parachute, because the heat shield is pointless, and the parachute we can't even use because we'll be in a vacuum, and we don't need the stage separator. So it's kind of just going to look like that, just so we can reduce weight. And then we're going to take these landing legs at the very bottom. We're going to place them there. I'm going to take another one, select it, flip it, and boom. This is our rocket already done. This is how I landed on the moon, at least. And to make things easier, we're also going to want some of these little RCS thrusters. I always forget these when building a rocket, and it makes everything a little more difficult. So I'll just place 8 of those right here. And now we're ready to launch. We don't have to worry about this warning because we're not landing on a planet. So we're going to launch anyway. Now it's loaded. We're going to turn all of those on, put that up to 100% and on. We're taking off. I'm just going to do time acceleration times 3 just to speed this up. Now slowly start to turn a little to the right. Boom, we're at 1,000 meters. Continue turning with the trajectory line until you get to about this kind of angle, like that. Now we're just going to keep going up. And once it gets to 35 kilometers, we're going to turn it off, and I'll go down to time acceleration times 1. Now, start to turn horizontal, but not fully horizontal, a little up like this. So be partially up, like that, just like that. Now we're going to time warp up to there once you're above 25 kilometers, otherwise it won't let you. Boom, we passed the Kármán line, and we're leaving the atmosphere, reaching space. Now we're going to turn up to 100%, and I'll just speed it up. Uh-oh, wait, turn it off. Turn that down. Separate those, boom. I did that kind of slow, so I'm actually going to have to revert. Because I did that wrong. Okay, so we're at this part. So, go up to here. Not exactly on it, just close to it. Boom. And once you're out of fuel, it says, get rid of both of those. Actually, you need to turn a little more upwards, because otherwise I will accidentally crash into the surface. Eventually, once it starts to get around, around here, you're going to start to want to, actually no, stay. Once it gets to about 40 kilometers, boom. Wait, boom. Once that's out of fuel, do this, and boom, engine on. And try to steady it up with the trajectory line. I'll accelerate to ×3. Now once it starts to get around halfway around the world, and then that's nowhere near you, and then turn towards the Earth, and boom, now you're in low Earth orbit. Now go to the moon here, press navigate to after clicking on the moon. Go time warp to this transfer window, right here. Now turn and align yourself with this line right here, and it says plus 628 meters per second. That's how much we have to accelerate. So turn it up to 100% until it gets to plus 0, or just 0 meters per second down here. Okay. 350, 300, and 200, 100. As soon as you see that turn to 0, turn it down. Okay, 0. Okay, now we're going to see this encounter, and look, here is the moon. This is where we want to turn on our RCS and start to move this move this line over. So I'll do that until I'm about, boom, 16 kilometers. That seems good. Time warp, so it won't. And then make time acceleration go to 5 times so that doesn't keep changing. And then you want to time warp, like pretty much, I didn't do it right. You need to time warp into the sphere of influence of the moon. Boom. Now, you can turn off your RCS. Now turn your rocket to where the bottom of it is practically centered with that line. And boom. Now, I actually want to time warp to about there, to about halfway to where you were. And now, accelerate. Uh-oh. Wait. It'll have to do. Okay. And now, boom. This line here is here. Go to about halfway. And accelerate. Boom. Halfway. Wait. Wait.
I said, wait.
Okay, sorry. Now, back to this. So on the line we're on, make sure, because otherwise you'll crash right into the surface of the moon. Okay, go halfway, and accelerate. Halfway, accelerate. Halfway. Accelerate. You want to do it until each time your velocity is below 100%, 100 meters per second, or around 40 meters per second. Now, you're going to keep going down. And you're going to have to keep repeating this process quite a lot. Oh, out of liquid fuel. Stage. Boom. Okay. Time warp. Oh, I need to turn that up to 100%. 40. Okay, now you're going to time warp, and eventually you're going to run into an issue. You'll no longer be able to time warp. That's good, though. That means you're closer and closer to landing on the moon. Look at the height. I'm almost there. If you're below 5,000 meters, you can't time warp more than 3 times. So actually, I don't know why it's doing it where I'm not tapping. And okay, boom. You're going to want to turn on your landers when you're below 5,000 meters. And then boom. Yeah, I meant activate. I meant deploy your landing legs. So now you have to actually manually do this because you're below it. Now you're going to have to do something constantly. As you can see, we're getting close. If you go above 100 meters per second, accelerate. So you don't go too fast. Except I'm getting a little low. So if you're getting a little low before you hit over 100 meters per second, then you are allowed to. And you kind of have to. Once you're getting low, you want to kind of have it around 30%. And if it goes, if your velocity, if you accidentally go over, it might not go good. So, okay, I'm about halfway. Boom, accelerate. I don't want that to hit 0, that down arrow. Because if it does, then what's going to happen is I'm actually going to start going up. Okay. Keep doing this. See, I'm right here. So I'm going to slowly have the percent up a little. Okay. Now. Slowly, 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 slowly. Slowly. And... uh-oh, I'm going up on accident. Sorry. Boom. Landed on the surface of the moon. Sadly, we don't have enough fuel to get back up. Because we just have this little lander. But that is a tutorial on how to get to the moon. And yes, you are allowed to add fairings. Like if we go to this, I have a fairing on it. And yes, you're allowed to change the color if you want. But I hope you know, I gotta turn on my part clip, not my part clipping. Well, actually, yes, I do. In my infinite build area. Just so you know, if you want to go to the moon and back, it takes this. This is to the moon and back. And I'm gonna show you me landing on the moon and going back. It's a little more difficult with this one. Okay. It's quite laggy. This massive thing. It's also a lot heavier, so it's gonna turn a lot more from turning. Okay. Gonna keep going. And 35. Slow down. I have to turn the right amount, because if I turn too much, it'll turn way too much. Okay, that should be good. No, 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 no. To be honest, for this, since it's heavier, I actually have to make it a lot more angled than normal. That's just how it works. You have to have it way more angled because it's a lot heavier. Boom, out of fuel, disconnect. Where are you gonna go? So now I'm gonna start to make that, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. Okay. I got stable again, which is good. Now, I'm gonna start to run out of fuel here. So I'm gonna have to stage. Now I have the Frontier engines. It's gonna keep pushing until that circle gets a good distance. Once that lifts up off the surface, start to turn, and boom, low Earth orbit. Now that I am no longer in an atmosphere, I can actually remove these fairings. Oh gosh, I accidentally went to the last stage. Let me fix that. Don't do that, or else you have to revert. Or go to your latest quick save. Frontier engines. Go, go, go. Wait for that line to lift up off the surface. And then face towards the Earth. Boom, low Earth orbit. Now that we're in orbit, as I said, remove. You're allowed to remove those fairings. Now, click on the moon, navigate to. Now we're going to have to go over to the transfer window. We're going to wait till we get there. Trying to line ourselves up. Oh, again, as I was saying, I always forget the RCS. I forgot the RCS. You wouldn't believe it. Okay, wait for that. With this big rocket, it's a little harder to control the meters per second. Oh, no, never mind. Boom. And now we have to go over here. Okay, thankfully we're already in the right direction. Oh gosh. I just have to slowly accelerate because I have a lot of thrust. Okay, boom. Do that so it doesn't change. Go in. Time warp. Okay. Boom. Now, turn very slowly because it's a heavy rocket. It's a very heavy rocket. Oh, I know what I did wrong last time. I didn't go down here. Sorry, what you're supposed to do is go down here. So I hope anyone that clicked off I hope anyone that is still staying finally caught my mistake. Now, go over here. Boom, 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 boom. line that up. And now if we do this, we're actually gonna get into a low moon orbit. Ready? We are now captured into a low moon orbit. Something you want to, after getting into low moon orbit, you want some part to touch the surface. That's what I just did. I'm surprised I have this much fuel left, to be honest. Like, I'm genuinely surprised. Oh gosh. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I messed up. Okay. Slowly go down until I reach a low moon orbit. And then until some part touches the surface. I actually need to fix something. I want this to... Uh-oh! So that's a problem. But thankfully, I have a lot. I have my landing part, which I'm surprised I wasn't on before. What? Oh. Okay, I need to get below, like, 40 meters per second. I'm quite high on meters per second right now. Slowly lower that velocity. Remember. And good. Now. Oh, crap. Okay. Now. Go down halfway. Do this. Remember, we're about to enter below 5 kilometers. Once you're below 5 kilometers, deploy the landing legs. Okay, below. Deploy the landing legs. Accelerate. This is, again, a little difficult, this part. Part's a little difficult. Uh-oh, wait, whoa. Height. Whoa. Okay. I don't know why it says 300, because I'm clearly not near 300. Oh gosh, going up. Going down. Aha! I'm surprised nothing broke there. Okay. Landed on the surface of the moon. Good. That is good. What we're going to do now. I don't know why I'm floating. To be honest, that happens sometimes. You float. Don't know why it does that. It floats sometimes when you're on a crate. Oh no, it was just glitching. Wait, no. I don't know. It does that. So now we're going to accelerate. Get this line above 5,000 meters or 5 kilometers. Okay, good. Get about maybe 7K. Yes, 7 kilometers. Time acceleration low. 1 times. Slowly do the little tilting thing. That's a good angle. I can't time warp. I'm below 5 kilometers. Wait till I'm above 5 kilometers and boom. Time warp. Do this to keep going. And yes, I did the staging thing so I can just make this easier on me when I made this rocket. Oh gosh, see that? That is dangerous. because the engines are actually burning because of the other engines. Okay, I may not say that I got into low Earth orbit because this is way too high, but I am in moon orbit. I don't know why I said Earth, but now we're going to want to go over to Earth. I have a lot of satellites. Navigate to. Boom, transfer window. Time warp to that transfer window. We actually have to turn around. I'm actually going to be out of the fuel for the landers really quick. And, oh gosh. Too much. Turn the other way. Okay, thank you. And accelerate. Add a fuel. We have another Frontier engine under there. It's actually a lot harder to get this to 0 than for the moon, because it actually will go over or under. Slowly. Yes! Perfect. Boom! It's at 31 kilometers, and that is because I got that to 0. And 30 kilometers is good because of one thing. 30 is simply the spot where... Oh, goodness. Uh-oh, going the wrong way. I need to turn the other way immediately. Need to turn this way. To do that, so I can get into orbit. Go into low Earth orbit. It's not going quick enough. Boom, descended to low Earth orbit. Now we want to wait until one of these hits the surface. And bing. Bing, bop, boom. Wait, which direction am I going? Okay, I'm going to the left. I needed to know that because if I accidentally tapped over here and tried to time warp there, it wouldn't be good. My velocity is kind of scary, so that's why I'm going to do this. To slow down. Because the more I slow down, the easier it will be to land. Uh-oh. Entering the upper atmosphere. This is where I'll sometimes have problems. But okay, I have to detach because I have a heat shield here. Otherwise, the things would crash into the capsule and I wouldn't be able to make it. Please stop. Okay, as soon as you get below 5,000 meters, deploy. Oh, no, sorry, below 2,500. Okay, half deployed, and remember, I cannot fully deploy it until below 500 meters. Here we go. Okay. $600 and $500 fully deployed. And now, if we wait, we will land back on Earth. Here we go. I like to always be on 3 times the speed because I know it won't crash because, as you can see, only 6.3 meters per second. And boom! I have landed. If I recover, I actually wasn't expecting to land 100 kilometers, so 100,000 meters away from the launch pad. And look at all what we did. We reached 1 kilometer altitude, 5 kilometers altitude, 10 kilometers, and 15 kilometers. Passed the Kármán line, leaving the atmosphere and reaching space, reached low orbit, entered the sphere of influence of the moon, captured into low moon orbit, landed on the surface of the moon, escaped the sphere of influence of the moon, descended to low Earth orbit, re-entered Earth's atmosphere with a max temperature of only 613 Celsius, and safely returned to the Earth. That is what we just did. We did a lot of it. So we did all of these except for the high Earth orbit. And we did these 2 things of the moon.